The damp gets into everything. Don't be fiery. It probably won't bite. Wump is the place to be, obviously. An old munch house. Imagine having hot food brought to you. Just hold on tight. There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future, a representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. This mount has quite a bounce to it. This is Dixie's goods. There's an outfitter and an upgrade bench dangling in that little blimp. Off. Let's see. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. Careful you don't slide down the Sprill slope. Maybe Honki can show you the way. Let's see. Thinks most aren't as lucky as you. The fact that you've survived this long says a lot about how tough a customer you are. You don't have to sell him on that. Figures you let him know what you want and he'll help you figure out what you need. Might be the same. You might be one of the shrewdest customers he's ever met. No one gets to be outfitted as well as you without being a sharp shopper. But what are you going to do with all that gear you've got? He figures you'll do the best you can with what you've got, and that you can cut yourself good enough deals to improve on that, too. Wants you to know he's been on the lookout for great deals for you, and he's happy to share them with such a bargain hunter as you. Did you ever have second thoughts about something you bought? Or worse yet, about something you didn't buy. Life's too short to let things you want pass you by. Don't you all? When you figure out the specifics, let him know and he'll see if he can sell it to you. Feels good about the world surviving. All his stuff is in it. Appreciates how you tried to help out around here, even if you didn't buy anything.
Pistos.
Thinks you made a good match with the Myriad. He made a lot of green selling them all sorts of things over the years. They're really fond of lights, as you know, but they also buy lots of covers for them. Hard to sleep without them. On to new business. He introduces himself as Honki and says that it's his custom to make everyone he meets a customer. He was born to be a merchant, or maybe it was fate. Regardless, there's nothing he can do to change it. Trading runs in his blood. He'll be fine, even if he doesn't turn a profit on you. That's a trade-off he's willing to make, as it's against his policy not to offer you both joy and profit. Says there isn't anyone fairer left in the remnants of this horror-filled world. Honki says he wants to help you help him. He knows you're someone with the potential to stay loyal to his brand. He always follows the market and listens to what it's telling him to do, but often he feels it's up to him to tell others what they need. He'll give you what you need as soon as he's helped you help him collect an insignificant, good-for-nothing item that has sentimental value to him. Claims it's so worthless it wouldn't be worth your while to think about it. Don't hug your mount. It's not your friend. Easy does it. There's a lot on the line here.
Nada.
Honki appreciates that you got him the pointless thing he asked for. He thinks you're a true bargain hunter.
Nada.
Honki would really appreciate it if you could get him another unprofitable item while you're at it. It would mean a lot to him, even if it's useless to you.
Sinjana.
The more emotional he gets, the better the deal you'll be able to strike. So there's something in this for you, too.
Effigies of my boys and Yomi.
The useless thing shouldn't be too much of an inconvenience to find, seeing you're out and about.
After the color.
Knew that you were a fair dealer from the day you met. Honki says everything must go, except you. Says daytime is the right time to get things done. Thinks Greenfinger is... That's a hope hall. Some used to go there every week to join hands and hope together. Not so much hope to go around these days. A story has got to keep moving forward. Short-circuiting. Good hit. See that plastic scrap over there? This one seems to be in... Asks you to do... Is surprised you chose not to help. Feeling... If a story is about you, care for it. There are places up ahead far worse than this.
What you need?
Now that Honki's got the valueless things he prizes, he says he's ready to bargain.
Ego.
Honki says he now wants to give you an opportunity to get more than you expected in return.
Echazati.
He promises he'll make trading with him worthwhile.
Echazati.
The more you get, the more he'll give.
Looking game how.
Figures one customer's trash is another one's treasure. The trick is matching them up right.
Finitai pioli.
Honki is always open for business.
Maftukala.
Wishes you'd been better as a kid.
Pistos.
You better move.
Maftukala.
Says goodbye.
Manaxionada.
Honki is all. Honki claims he's a walking supermarket. Fair enough all around. Be gentle, this mount's a breather. Old brickbracks like that, sometimes still full of good things. Oh, wouch! Slash and dash. Sound seems to travel farther at night. There's a serenity about this. Says it seems like you're good-hearted.
Eskayamaku.
Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. This one seems to be in good has heard that you have a sense of asks you to do the right thing for the is surprised you chose not to help. Feeling good is not the same thing as doing good. It's so vibrant out during daylight. Loopalupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Stay on top and you'll be fine. Well, looky there. A broke-down home. Might still be worth poking around. Super effective. finding things both here and there. Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid it. You need to get the keys in sequence. So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old. This one seems to be in good spot. Has heard that you have a... Asks you to do the right... Is surprised you chose not to... Ride like the wind. That's Punchy's place up in that little blimp. No better upgrade bench around. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right. It's a good thing you and the Jagni tribe are a little different. Asks you... Says you'll see... Let's see. You're still aboard your mount, which is probably a good sign. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo-Choo here. Let's see. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Wish you'd packed a poncho? Choo-Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him. Claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good in life can roll your way. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track or look for a way to hit that switch? You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path. Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could, thinks everyone has. No, seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again. Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world Chug around. But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo-Choo. He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive regardless of the situation. Says sometimes life runs off the rails, but it's always better when they're good and greased. Thrilled to know you're on the side of those trying to improve things. The tree's going to bleed death from its roots if you keep taking her for granted. Thinks the Netra tribe has the most stone-hearted members.
Muy canto pasa mato chuchu.
Understands
Cosita va.
thinks you're brave for being out this.
Para malo.
Understand. Seems like your mound likes you well enough. Suppose even monsters have to sleep somewhere. You've just stumbled on the village of Miuf. Let's see. Hey, this is a Chug depot. Might be able to catch a chugger here. Nice shot. Someone has to end this plague before it's too late. What a notice board! With those who moved through here, they must have had a lot to say to each other. There's a Chug stop around here, no doubt about it. Choo-choo stopped here back before the fuel ran out. With enough go juice, you can still make them run. I hear at least one of them chugging about from time to time. Don't just look at the rails, and you might find traces of other things. found that track. Comforting to see that old things like that remain. Keep looking for things like that, and you might well find the best stops along with the best trails. Back in the old days, they used to move a lot of travelers. Hard to imagine that now. There's more trail to find still. As much as you've discovered, the world is yours to explore. What you do here matters to you and the world. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. Turn the radionics knob to find the right frequency. go. Chop it up. Better shake a leg. Yours, theirs, whatever. Try a key.